Hey, welcome to the show. It's Fresno or Central Valley Real Estate and Events. And I got to tell you, if I disappear during this part of the show, it's because I got this guy sitting next to me who I'm going to introduce. This is Keith Brown, and he's a magician. But you're here from Canada, Keith.
That is correct.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Fresno. But welcome to the Rogue. You're here for the Rogue Festival, right?
Yes, I am. Thanks so much for having me on, Steve.
All right. Well, cool. What's a magician going to do at the Rogue Festival?
What is the magician going to do at the Rogue Festival? I'm going to have a good time with my audience. It's an interactive magic show. I'm going to show you some things that you've never seen before, you probably won't see again, and some things that you're going to remember for the rest of your life.
Cool. How long have you been doing this magic stuff anyway?
I've been doing magic. It's going on 16 years now.
So you got a week or two under your belt. Right?
It's longer than I haven't. Impressive, because I barely look 16 in the first place.
I was going to say, yeah, you got a little makeup to give yourself a shadow or something? No.
Yeah, I started when I was super young, and I just never stopped, and people just kept offering me money, and I kept having fun doing it, so I'm going to do it until it's no longer fun.
And you're down here from Canada.
Yes, I am.
The road reaches out. I'm beginning to realize we reach out much further than what I thought. But that's awesome. So where are you going to be? What's your venue, and when are your shows going to be?
My show is called Hotter Than Potter. Last year, the CBC, the Canadian Broadcast Company, they said that about my show, and I thought it was a great testimonial, so I made it the title. I'll be playing Fulton Street Art, which is at 1118 North Fulton Street. It's in the Tower District. I have 4 shows. I'll be on this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as well as next Friday. So you can catch me on the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 9th, and I'd love to have you out.
That's excellent. So, all right, what makes you an exceptional musician? I'm assuming that you are an exceptional musician.
The thing is, if I say it, I feel like I'm bragging or I'm boasting. So you know what? I feel I've been doing it for a long time.
Right.
I think that my passion definitely shines through, and you can see that. It's a real great way for me to connect with an audience. But you know what? I think me talking about myself is not the most humble thing. So I'm going to say stuff other people said. So I got to meet Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and he said that I was incredible. Honestly, why don't you come down to the show and find out for yourself? It's an interactive magic show. It's only 45 minutes. It's $7 plus your wristband. It's not that much, and there's like 5 magic shows at the festival this year.
Excellent. Now, most magicians have like a one particular thing that they're known for. What is your what are you most known for?
What am I most known for? You know what? There is a trick I'm known for, but I'm not doing it at the Rogue.
Oh, no!
I'm not.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I might do it one night only just for fun, but I have a trick that put me in the hospital. I still do that trick, but I share my x-rays and my scope photos. It tends to gross people out.
Yeah.
And I do have a lot of people ask, like, why would you still do this trick if it did put you in the hospital? And for me, it's about they only see the one time it went wrong. They don't see the 10 years that it went right.
Yeah.
So I want to focus so much on my success that I never contemplate my failure. And I also don't want to let fear dictate my life.
That's a good philosophy.
Yeah, so that's why I still do that trick. It's close to my heart, but I've been doing it for over a decade, and I'm here at Rogue to try some new stuff, and I'm hoping that you guys are receptive to it and like to have some fun.
Sounds great. It's interactive. Okay. Now, for someone that's not real magic savvy, as interactive, what does that mean? Are you going to bring someone up from the audience, or do you work out in the audience?
It's a bit of both, honestly. So I have every level of interaction.
Yeah.
You can sit in your seat, and you can raise your hand. You could answer like a yes or no question. You can tell me red or black. You could also come up on stage. You might lend me your phone. You might help out with a trick. So you know what? If you don't like interaction at all, that's totally fine. Like, I'm not going to force you to do anything you don't want to. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. But if you want to get up on stage, I'd absolutely love to have you help out.
So if I bring my daughter and I give you her phone, you'll make it disappear, right?
Maybe. It might save you some money on the texting bill.
There you go. All right, you got anything you want to show us today?
Yeah, sure. You know what? Earlier today, I have a deck of cards here, and I did something interesting. I had a weird dream last night, and it was of a playing card. This one card just kept popping up in my mind. So when I woke up this morning, I felt so compelled to grab the nearest deck, and it was this card, this deck of cards, and I took that card out, I spun it around, and then I stuck it back in.
Okay.
So right now there are 51 cards face up. There's 1 card face down in here. And I want you to think of any playing card, because I will you to be successful, Steve.
Okay.
Any playing card at all.
All right, I got one.
What is it?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Now, Steve, I'm going to offer you an opportunity. If you want, you can change your mind, because you're going to go home, and even the people at home are probably thinking, what if Steve chose another card? And Steve, like, we didn't prearrange this. I'd offer you some money in the parking lot. You have no idea. If I did, it would have been Canadian. It's no good here anyway.
Okay, we're good to go.
But Queen of Hearts, do you want to stay with that card, or do you want to change?
I think I'll stay with it.
You want to stay?
I'll stay with it.
Well,
okay.
Steve, check this out. I told you that out of all the cards, I placed them. There's one card that is facing the wrong way out of all of them. And Steve, it is a red card, it is a heart, and it is that Queen of Hearts.
All right, there you go, folks. This was not prearranged. This is awesome. That's outrageous.
Right?
Yeah. You can do that, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want you to come home and work with my bank account.
I might have to work on mine first.
There you go. Well, that's great. Well, welcome to America again, Keith. And this is a great show. 4 shows?
4 shows. All this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as next Friday. Please come out, see the early shows. I'd love to have you there.
What time are your early shows?
My first show is tomorrow on Friday at 9:45, and then I have a Saturday and a Sunday at 5:30 p.m., as well as next Friday at 8:30 p.m.
Now, Keith, do you have like a Facebook page or web page or something?
Yes. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all those things, and all my social media is the same. It's Keith H. Brown. It's Keith with an extra H. My middle name is an H. So, yeah, Keith H. Brown. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook.
And they can also find out, what you're doing here by just looking you up like on Facebook or
whatever. If you also go to my website or the Rogue website, you can find all the stuff under the Hotter Than Potter show, and I'd love to have you out. That's great. Keith, thanks for being on the show. This is going to be a great show for people here that come to Rogue. You got something to do, this would be a place to do it. That's awesome about that. I'm blown away. Well, thanks so much for having me on, Steve. Thanks, I appreciate it. Take care. And we'll see you when we come back.
My name is Keith Brown, and I'm an expert in the magical experience. The magic experience is true wonder and amazement. It's one of those things that just grabs you and it makes you feel incredible, like you're seeing something exciting and cutting edge and outside of the realm of your knowledge. Because when we learn something, when we see something that is truly inspiring, it takes hold of us, and we don't just experience it intellectually, but it goes through our body. It gives us this sensation, and for some people, it makes them laugh. For other people, it gives them shivers down their body, and for other people, they're just left in this state of perplexity. People hire me to build the energy and the atmosphere in the room, to create a positive space for that, make sure that their guests and their clients are having a good time. I act as an ambassador for people's events so that your clients and your guests do have an amazing time, that they feel like a VIP, that they're treated like kings and queens. That's what I do. Magic to me means the world. Like, the world is magic. There's amazing things all around it, and to me, magic is a safe way to experience mystery and to re-engage your imagination, your creativity, and to just re-examine the world around you. Doing card tricks is super cool, and it's a lot of fun, but to me, it's a lot more rewarding if I give you something that can empower you and can enable your life to help achieve your dreams. We're all in communications, that no matter what we do, you need to be a great communicator, and if you're not a great communicator, if you're unable to tell someone your idea, then you're not going to get that job, you're not going to make that sale, you're not going to get that gig. It doesn't matter what field you're in or if you're a genius or not. If you're unable to just communicate your ideas to somebody else, then you're not going to make it very far. So magic has really taught me the power of good communication, of great communication, because we're all telling stories. It is okay to doubt yourself at times, but it's more importantly, you don't stay there. You don't stay in doubt, because I've been doing this for over 14 years. I know I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life in some capacity or another. And there are times when you're like, is this really what I want? And but I know that it is. It makes me happier than anything else, and to see the look on someone's face when you do share that moment with someone, it's incredible. And not only using that, but to empower people and to help them to learn and to unlock their potential, I find is way more rewarding. Magic is a universal language. It doesn't matter where you come from or what you look like or what language you know. Magic transcends all barriers, and it's this powerful moment, this experience, this opportunity to create a connection with somebody else, and to give them this moment of pure astonishment, of pure wonder that they're going to go back to when they were a kid, and they're going to, like, when everything was fascinating. That's my gift to you, is I want to reinvigorate your creativity and your imagination, and have you re-examine the world that we live in, because I notice as humans we get very comfortable in the world we live in, and we think we figure it out, and then a new piece of information is presented to us. It's like, oh, you know, I have to go back and figure this out again, and okay, I got it, and then it happens again and again and again, and we're in a constant state of learning and of discovery, and I think magic lets people know that. And it's also a safe way to examine mystery, because in the real world, mystery can be scary. Like, does that guy or girl like me? Will I get this job? Well, you need to put yourself out there. You're risking something. And with magic, it's a way of experiencing mystery in a safe environment, so that I can spark your imagination. I can spark your creativity. And you can see that the world around us is endless possibilities. It's infinite. It's just a matter of what you want to do with it.